Starting a business can seem like a daunting task, unless you have a partner like Shopify. They have the tools you need to start and grow your business. From designing a website to marketing to selling and beyond, Shopify can help with everything you need. There's a reason millions of companies like Mattel, Heinz, and Allbirds continue to trust and use them. With Shopify on your side, turn your big business idea into... Sign up for your $1 per month trial at shopify.com/special offer.
What is the Republican Party doing in Virginia? What happened in New Jersey? And a few other items. With us today is Ambassador James Gilmore or Governor James Gilmore. He's been a governor, he's been an ambassador, and he was a chairman of the Republican National Committee. So what would you like to be called? Ambassador, chairman, or governor?
I just leave it up to people as to what they want to do. Governor, I think, may be the highest office, but I don't demand people call me anything, except maybe not names, you know.
Well, I won't call you late for dinner.
Great to talk to your people in New York.
Well, it's always good to talk to you. I miss having dinner with you, and we used to have that Italian food all the time, and it was really good, and we had a lot of great conversations. Now, you were the 68th governor of Virginia, and there was a major problem. The Republican Party lost Virginia by 14 points, and your candidate there, or the current governor there, was a former CIA person, talked about common sense or talked about being whatever. But it turns out that she's more left-wing than not. Tell us what the heck happened in Virginia.
Well, look, in Virginia, this was a wave election that occurred in Virginia. Not only did we lose the governorship, we lost both the lieutenant governor and attorney general positions, and the Democrats rode into a 2-to-1 majority in the House of Delegates, the lower house of our legislature. So the Democrats are firmly in control of Virginia right now and doing lots of crazy stuff. The answer to your question, though, is that in Virginia, with Northern Virginia votes around Washington, Virginia is going to go Democrat unless the statewide ticket, the statewide candidate for governor, has an issue. And if you have an issue that the people of Northern Virginia and the rest of Virginia can adhere to, then the Republican can win. Youngkin won on education issues. I won on a car tax cut. There were other Republicans who have won statewide, and you can still do that. But Winsome Sears, who was our candidate, bless her heart, never really settled on a message. So there was really nothing going on there. And meanwhile, in Northern Virginia, they were experiencing layoffs of all the federal workers by the Trump administration. They were seeing a shutdown, which the Republicans have asserted as a Democrat shutdown, but at that time that was not persuasive. They had all that going on, and this was clearly a wave election against the Republicans nationally and especially in Virginia.
Understood. So you don't feel is it a wave in all over our country, or is it just a situation in Virginia?
Well, it looks that way, and Virginia always goes on the off-year election first. So we're a harbinger, a warning shot as to what may come in this coming November. To your other point, John, you asked about the Democrat. The Democrat is a very attractive lady. She's well-spoken. She's been in the United States Congress. She ran as a moderate. She always called herself a moderate. She never offered any positions that indicated she was a moderate, and now that she is the governor, she's quite left-wing. So there are a lot of crazy things going on right now while the legislature is in session in Richmond, and a lot of crazy stuff, and she's endorsing all of it. So we have now a left-wing governor and the left-wing statewide office holders and a big majority in the legislature, and they're doing a lot of crazy stuff.
And you also have an attorney general that's not exactly for law and order.
Well, yeah, he was a person who had been convicted of a number of issues, and I thought, frankly, the Republican incumbent was a shoo-in. But once again, the entire Democratic ticket was pulled in by the 14-point disparity in the statewide race.
Now, you were a Republican National Committee chairman, so you know the whole country. anything in particular we should be doing now, or the Republican Party should be doing?
Look, I think that it's good old-fashioned politics. You have to address the traditional Republican issues that I espouse. You have to talk about tax cuts. And in Richmond right now, they're raising taxes, contrary to what they said they were going to do. But nationwide, I think we have to talk about cutting taxes in order to put more money back in the pockets of working men and women in the country. And if you do that, and if you have good international relations, now this is not to say that we have to be subservient to allies or to other countries. In fact, I'm against that. I believe in American sovereignty. But this is a global world that we're living in. As ambassador to an organization in Vienna, Austria, with 57 countries, it came home to me. Furthermore, that organization contained both the Russians and the Ukrainians. So we now have a European war that's raging right now, which I consider to be the pivotal question for the 21st century. But Republicans can espouse the correct things here, good, solid working with our allies, good domestic policy at home, particularly on the pocketbook issues, and we can do fine. If we don't do that, I think we're going to be headed for a very bad election this coming November.
Well, Ambassador James Gilmore, Governor James Gilmore, thank you so much for coming on this Sunday morning, and let's catch up again real soon.
Thank you, John. I appreciate your leadership in the state of New York.